I'm 72 and sleep like a baby, thanks to this nightly drink. Have you ever laid in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your body just doesn't feel the same anymore? Maybe you're tired, but you can't fall asleep. Or maybe you do fall asleep, but wake up 2, 3, even 4 times before morning. And during the day, you just feel off. Not sick, not unwell, but definitely not full of energy either. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 60, something shifts, not just in how we feel, but in how our bodies function. Our systems slow down. Our sleep cycles change. And for many people, rest just doesn't come as easily as it once did. But what if I told you there are simple, natural drinks you can enjoy every evening that don't just help you sleep better, but also support your heart, brain, and overall longevity? You don't need pills, fancy supplements, or expensive tonics from the store. What you need is something warm, comforting, and filled with ingredients that your body actually recognizes and welcomes. In this video, we're going to explore 4 incredibly simple drink recipes that you can make at home, each one packed with ingredients that have been shown to promote better sleep and longer life, especially after age 60. Let's begin with one that might surprise you: warm tart cherry juice. It sounds almost too simple, right? But this little ruby red fruit is a powerhouse when it comes to natural melatonin, which is the hormone your body makes to regulate sleep. And as we age, our natural melatonin levels decline. That's one reason so many people over 60 find themselves waking up at odd hours or struggling to fall asleep in the first place. I first heard about tart cherry juice from a friend of mine named Bill, who's 67. He said, "I used to toss and turn every single night. My wife would be asleep in minutes, but I'd lie there for hours. Then someone at my church group mentioned cherry juice. He laughed when he told me. I thought it was nonsense, but I gave it a try." Now, Bill has 1 small cup of warm tart cherry juice about an hour before bed. Nothing fancy, no sugar added. And after a few nights, he noticed something different. He was drifting off faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up feeling like he actually rested. You can make it even better by warming the juice slightly on the stove, not boiling, just warm enough to be soothing, and adding a tiny pinch of cinnamon. Not only does cinnamon enhance the flavor, but it also helps regulate blood sugar levels overnight, which is something most of us should keep an eye on after 60. This simple evening ritual isn't just about helping you sleep. It's about telling your body it's time to slow down. You're safe. You can rest. Now let's talk about another drink that's helped many people wind down and support their heart at the same time: golden milk. If you've never heard of it, golden milk is just warm milk, dairy or plant-based, infused with turmeric and a dash of black pepper. That's it. Just 2 ingredients added to a cup of warm milk. But the effects can be profound. Turmeric is famous for its anti-inflammatory properties, and inflammation is something most people don't even realize they're carrying until it starts to wear them down. Achy joints, stiff mornings, that constant dull pain in the knees or back that you've just learned to live with. That's inflammation talking. And turmeric can help calm that down. A dear friend of mine, Sarah, who's 72 now, started drinking golden milk after her doctor suggested reducing her dependence on over-the-counter pain relievers. She said she wasn't expecting much, but figured it wouldn't hurt to try them. Within a few weeks, not only was she feeling less sore in the mornings, but she was also sleeping better. "It's like my body finally feels safe enough to rest," she told me. "I don't know if it's the milk, the turmeric, or just the habit, but I'll take it." And here's a little trick. Always add a pinch of black pepper when using turmeric. It helps your body absorb the curcumin, the active part of turmeric, much more effectively. Just warm the milk, stir in half a teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper, and sip it slowly about an hour before bed. If you like, you can even add a drop of honey, not too much, to soften the flavor. These drinks aren't magic. They won't work like flipping a switch. But what they do is create a routine, one that soothes your mind, supports your body, and helps you prepare for restful, rejuvenating sleep. And when you sleep better, everything else starts to feel a little easier. Your energy improves, your mood lifts, your immune system gets a chance to rebuild. If you've been struggling with restless nights or slow, foggy mornings, These simple habits can be your starting point. They're natural, affordable, and best of all, easy to stick with. Because once you start feeling the difference, you'll want to make them part of your evening. Now that we've explored these two comforting and powerful drinks, let's continue with another recipe that not only supports your brain health, but can also help you unwind after a long day. There's something special about winding down with a warm drink in your hand. It's not just about the taste, it's the feeling, the calm, the quiet space it creates before bed. And when you choose the right ingredients, that peaceful moment can also become a powerful tool for your health. Let's talk about a recipe that many seniors swear by when it comes to both sleep and brain health. Lemon balm tea with a touch of magnesium. Now, if you've never heard of lemon balm, don't worry, it's not a citrus. It's actually a gentle herb in the mint family, known for its calming properties. For centuries, it's been used to soothe nerves, ease tension, and even lift mild feelings of sadness or anxiety. After 60, our brains change just as much as our bodies. You might notice that you're more forgetful than before, or maybe your thoughts race at night when you're trying to relax. That's exactly where lemon balm can help. It doesn't knock you out. It gently encourages your body to relax, your thoughts to slow down, and your nervous system to settle. And when combined with magnesium, it becomes even more effective. Magnesium is one of those minerals most people don't even realize they're lacking. Yet it plays a vital role in muscle relaxation, sleep quality, and even heart rhythm. As we age, our ability to absorb magnesium decreases, especially if we take certain medications or don't eat enough leafy greens, nuts, or whole grains. That's why a magnesium-rich evening drink can be a smart addition to your routine. Here's a simple way to make it. Boil a cup of water, add a bag of lemon balm tea, or a teaspoon of dried lemon balm leaves if you have them, then let it steep for about 10 minutes. While it's still warm, stir in a small amount of magnesium powder, usually about 200 milligrams, but always check the label and talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement. If you prefer something sweet, add a drizzle of raw honey or a splash of vanilla. Sip slowly while reading, journaling, or just relaxing with quiet music. This drink helps signal to your brain that the day is done and it's safe to let go. Now let's shift gears for a moment and talk about one of the most overlooked ingredients that supports longevity, especially in our 60s and beyond: apple cider vinegar. Yes, that strong-smelling bottle sitting in your pantry could actually become part of your nightly wellness routine. But don't worry, we're not taking shots of it straight. The key is mixing apple cider vinegar with warm water, a bit of honey, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Together, these ingredients help support healthy digestion, regulate blood sugar, and promote fat metabolism overnight. For many seniors, digestion becomes a slower process after 60. You might notice more bloating, irregularity, or just a heavy feeling after eating. This little drink can help with that. I remember my Uncle Joe, he's 74 now, used to complain about feeling stuffed even after light meals. One evening I introduced him to this drink. At first he wrinkled his nose. "Vinegar," he said, "at night?" But after giving it a try for a few weeks, he noticed real changes. He felt lighter, more comfortable, and even said his joints didn't feel quite as stiff in the mornings. To make it, warm up about 8 ounces of water, not boiling, just warm enough to drink comfortably. And add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with the mother, if possible, 1 teaspoon of honey, and a pinch of cinnamon. Stir well and sip it slowly about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If the taste is too strong at first, you can start with half a tablespoon of vinegar and build up as your body gets used to it. This little drink helps balance your pH, support your gut, and even helps some people wake up with more stable blood sugar levels. And when your gut feels better, everything feels better. It's strange how something so simple can make such a noticeable difference. But over time, these tiny habits add up. Now let's pause for a second. Notice how each of these drinks is about more than just ingredients. They're about intention. They're about slowing down, taking care of yourself in a way that feels nurturing, not like a chore or a prescription, but something gentle and healing that you actually look forward to. You deserve that. You've spent a lifetime caring for others, working hard, solving problems, keeping things running. These small moments in the evening, they're for you. They're your body's time to repair, your brain's time to reset, and your spirit's time to rest. And here's something many people overlook. The act of having a nightly ritual, something you do at the same time each night, trains your body to expect rest. It builds rhythm, and that rhythm is powerful, especially after 60. It doesn't matter if it's a cup of golden milk, lemon balm tea, or a honey apple cider mix. What matters is that you're giving your body a clear, gentle message. The day is done. Let's heal. Let's rest. Let's sleep. In just a moment, we'll wrap up with a final recipe that's not only tasty, but also supports hydration, electrolyte balance, and muscle recovery while you sleep. Especially helpful if you're managing leg cramps, restless sleep, or nighttime fatigue. Let's talk about something many people overlook, especially after 60, hydration at night. Most of us worry about drinking too much before bed because we don't want to be up and down all night using the bathroom. And that's understandable. But what if I told you there's a gentle, smart way to hydrate that actually helps your muscles recover, improves sleep quality, and reduces nighttime cramps? I'm talking about a light coconut water tonic, but with a twist. Coconut water by itself is rich in electrolytes, especially potassium and magnesium, which are both crucial for nerve function, hydration, and muscle relaxation. But when you pair it with a dash of tart cherry juice and a few drops of lemon, it becomes a nighttime powerhouse. Here's why. Tart cherry juice is one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your body produces to regulate sleep. As we age, melatonin production tends to decline, which is one reason many seniors find it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. By adding a small amount of tart cherry to your coconut water, say 2 to 3 tablespoons, you're giving your body a gentle nudge to relax naturally. It's not a sleeping pill. There's no grogginess in the morning, just a smoother path into a deeper sleep. Now add a squeeze of lemon, not just for flavor, but because lemon helps alkalize the body and supports liver function, which is especially important at night when your body is in repair mode. It helps your system flush out toxins more efficiently, supporting the natural detox process while you rest. To make it, grab about 6 ounces of plain coconut water, unsweetened if possible, mix in a few tablespoons of tart cherry juice, and squeeze in a bit of fresh lemon. Stir it up and sip it about an hour before bed. It's refreshing, light, and doesn't overload your bladder. This drink has been especially helpful for seniors dealing with nighttime leg cramps or restless sleep. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a sharp pain in your calf, or found yourself tossing and turning with a racing mind, this calming, hydrating combo can make a difference. It's a gentle ritual, and over time it trains your body to settle into sleep more peacefully. Now, before we close, let me tell you about one more drink that has been gaining popularity, not just because it helps with sleep, but because it supports brain function, reduces inflammation, and even helps keep your heart healthy. It's called golden milk, and it's as soothing as it sounds. Golden milk is a warm drink made from turmeric, a bright yellow spice known for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. After 60, inflammation becomes a quiet but serious issue. It can show up as joint pain, stiffness, brain fog, or even elevated blood pressure. And if left unaddressed, chronic inflammation can speed up aging throughout the body. Turmeric, when combined with a little black pepper and a healthy fat like almond or coconut milk, becomes more absorbable and more powerful. Add a bit of ginger, cinnamon, and honey, and you've got a bedtime drink that feels like a warm hug from the inside out. Here's how you make it. Heat up 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. Don't let it boil, just warm it gently. Then stir in half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, a pinch of ground ginger, a tiny pinch of black pepper, and a dash of cinnamon. Add a teaspoon of honey if you like a little sweetness. Stir well until it's smooth and golden. Sip it slowly while winding down in the evening. People who drink golden milk regularly report fewer aches and pains, better sleep, and even improvements in mood and memory. I've had folks tell me it's their favorite part of the day, a little pocket of peace before bed. And honestly, that matters just as much as the ingredients. Because here's the truth. When you turn 60, 70, or even 80, your body doesn't need extreme changes. You don't need a complicated diet or a dozen new supplements. What your body really craves is consistency, nourishment, and kindness. These drinks aren't magic potions, but they are small, daily decisions that say, I care about myself. I choose to rest. I choose to heal. So as we wrap up, let's reflect on what we've talked about. 4 simple drinks you can enjoy every night, each one offering its own kind of support. Whether it's golden milk for inflammation, lemon balm tea for calm, apple cider vinegar for digestion, or a tart cherry tonic for sleep and muscle support. These are not just recipes. They're routines that help you live with more energy, more comfort, and more peace of mind. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these drinks are you most excited to try? Have you already tried one of them and noticed a difference? Let us know in the comments below. Your stories help inspire others in this amazing community of wise, vibrant people just like you. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like. It helps more people find this kind of content. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss out on more health tips made just for you. Here's to good sleep, gentle healing, and a long life filled with small, meaningful choices. Cheers to your health, and remember, it's never too late to take better care of yourself, one sip at a time.